Hey, how's it going? Vladimir Donis here. So, hey, I wanted to jump online and do a quick video. And the thing that I want to talk about is two lessons network marketers learn in marketing too late. So, essentially, I want to talk about two things. The two things that I want to talk about today is short-term marketing, and I also want to talk about long-term marketing. But before I go into the actual content, let me just provide you guys with some context. So, essentially, I feel as though that every business owner needs a marketing plan, and the only way for you to have a marketing plan is to have a marketing roadmap. So, this is a specific roadmap that I use for all things marketing. When I'm working with a business, when I'm doing marketing, I use this specific roadmap, and it has three core steps. So the step that I'm going to be talking to you from today is conversion process. That is the thing that I'm going to be talking to you from today is the conversion process. So essentially, the two lessons that network marketers learn in marketing too late, before, as it relates to this specific topic, I have to kind of just go way back when I first started to kind of just think about this specific topic. So a couple of years ago, I decided that I was going to start teaching marketing. Brave, right? I was learning marketing. I said, you know what? In order for me to kind of just fast pace my learning, let me go and teach it to other individuals. Afraid, scared, I'm not gonna lie. I decided that I was going to do it. Now, because this was something that was very brand new to me, to be honest with you, I was completely afraid. I thought about quitting and I thought about not doing the thing a couple of times. A couple of times I said, you know what? I am not going to do this, point blank simple. But I worked up the nerves and I decided to go ahead and just do it. And I taught my first marketing class a couple of years ago. In teaching my first marketing class, I had a couple of principles that I wanted to kind of just go by. Now, the first day, I didn't know what topic I was going to pick, so I kind of just left it general. And then I kind of allowed the audience to let me know precisely what it is that they wanted to learn. So we went through, I kind of just collected some data from the people that was there for the sole purpose of trying to understand and know what my topic or my content is going to be about going forward. And then my motto, essentially what my motto was, is that, hey, whatever it is that you want to know about marketing, let me know. And if I don't know the thing about marketing, I'm going to go and learn it so that I can go ahead and teach it to you. So now, essentially, I feel as though that was the good and the bad thing. The reason why it's a good thing because it allows me to kind of just know what the audience wants and tailor to the audience. The reason why it's a bad thing is because, man, that's so general. And some of the topic, I may not necessarily know it, or I may not necessarily be comfortable with it. Well, a couple of months into me teaching marketing, someone kind of just took me up on that offer and said, hey, I want to learn about search engine optimization. Now, the good news is that I had bought a course on search engine optimization. The bad news is that I hadn't consumed any of the information on search engine optimization. So what I had to do in a short period of time, within a month or so, I had to go consume as much about search engine optimization as possible so that way I can go and teach it to this specific audience. Now, with me at that time, what I was doing is that when I would learn a specific concept, I tried to apply it to my specific site. So I learned search engine optimization, and in teaching search engine optimization to that specific course, to that specific class, I took my specific website at the time, and I went ahead and kind of just demonstrated some of the things that I was teaching by demonstrating some of the stuff inside of my specific website. So that's the thing, that I did. I demonstrated, hey, this is how you do X, this is how you do Y, this is how you do Z. Instead of it being theory, I went inside of my specific website at the time and I showed them step by step, okay, this is how you do this one, this is how you do that, this is how you do that, and so on and so forth. So that is the thing that I went ahead and did. Now, essentially, that did me a lot of good things, to be honest with you. And, because some of the things that I was doing at that time is I was writing content for my specific dating site, and that content today is still getting traction. So not too long ago, about 30 minutes ago, I just generated a lead from a specific piece of content that I wrote about 2.5 years ago, right? So now the lesson that I want to kind of just drive home today is two things. Thing number one is that the company that I just generated the lead for, that company, I am no longer accepting customers for that specific company. So let's just say the name of the company is Admire Dance. That company does no longer operate. So I don't necessarily have a dating site per se, right? So the company no longer operates. However, the category dating still exists. Dating is going to exist for a very, very, very long time. And the thing that I did 2.5 years ago is I wrote content around the specific category. I didn't necessarily write content around the company, because the company, sometimes companies come and go. Categories don't necessarily come and go. So essentially, some of the things that I see that we as network marketers do sometimes is that we talk about the company too much. Guess what? The company is temporary sometimes. The company comes and it goes. So what you want to do is you want to talk about the category of business instead of the business name. The other thing that you want to make sure that you're doing is that you are publishing that information where people who are searching for it can find it, right? I get a lead almost every single day on content that I've written 2.5, 3 years ago. And guess what? Although the business is no longer available, I can still take that lead and I can sell it to a company that is still accepting clients in that specific category, and I can continue to generate income from here on out. So essentially, the difference is that short-term marketing, when you do short-term marketing, you are writing about the business. You're promoting the business. In network marketing, sometimes we go from one business to the next business to the next business. So if you're talking about the business name, you're doing short-term marketing. Now, if you're talking about the pain point, if you're talking about the problem that the company solves without mentioning the name of the company, then you are doing long-term company. Short-term is down. Long-term obviously is going to go up, because from a long-term standpoint is that, indefinitely, hopefully that category is going to exist for a very, very long time. And because you're writing content about the problem, you are writing content about the solution that the problem solves, and you're not talking about the actual company, hopefully you're going to continue to get traction from here on out. My goal is with these specific videos is that the category of marketing will continue to be a thing a year from now, 2 years from now, so on and so forth. And because it's going to continue to be a thing, from here on out, I will continue to get traction from this specific video, right? Because I'm not talking about the name of my specific company. I am talking about a problem that exists. I am talking about a specific category, and I'm talking about a category that's going to be around for a long time to come. So that is essentially, the lesson today. One of the things that I'm working on is that my partner and I is that we're hosting a free web class. Now, the web class has 2 goals. Goal number 1 is going to show you how to generate a lead, and then goal number 2 is going to show you how to turn that lead into a customer. There's going to be a link somewhere on this page. You go ahead and click on that link, and the link is going to allow you to register for the free web class. The other thing that I'm working on is that if you're not a network marketer, but you're a business owner and you need marketing help, I can go ahead and help you with marketing as well. And guess what? If we decide to work together, we're going to go through the 3-step process to make sure that everything from a marketing standpoint, everything is specific and everything is airtight. There's going to be a separate link on this page. You go ahead and click on that separate link, and what I'll do is I'll go ahead and send you the details. Hey, that's my time. Thanks for listening. I'll talk to you soon.